Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Rachakodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And I'll say Shalom to the elect out there hearing this word in truth and in sincerity. All right, I'm your brother Iwalom from the GMS West Palm Beach Camp with another lesson entitled, The Beast Want Total Control, and we know the beast to be, America, NATO, and the EU, prophetically, and pretty much, as the scriptures say, the devil will come down unto you having great wrath because you know that you have but a short time. So this is what we see Esau doing, all right, and really, this is more so the elites because, they hide behind the European Union, all right, they hide behind, the NATO, but really they're the ones calling the shots. All right, it says EU plans to monitor private online chats under the guise of combating child abuse. And that's bullshit, man. Because with all the technology that Esau have right now, they would have been cracked down on so-called, PED, and child abuse and all that other shit, man. But this is really, to monitor the citizens, man. Ultimately, this is really to crack down on the word, all right, because the word, is what's, stressing Esau out, so they're trying to go through every avenue to pretty much, bring a silence into this word, trying to monitor, chats, as I'm about to read in this article. All right, it says the European Union is planning to pass new regulations, supposedly to combat child sexual abuse online, that will allow it to monitor private online messages for illegal content, stirring controversy all over the continent. Now, in no way, am I condoning, whatever, child sexual abuse, but once again, this is just an excuse, to monitor, the chats. Esau Edom is the devil, so he's going to, cunningly, bring this law into fruition. And to be honest with you, if you really wanted to crack down on, speaking like as an individual, if you really want to crack down on child sexual abuse, you start with the elite of this, current world. Or you start with the rulers because they're the ones that are into all that, It says, initially introduced in May 2022, the EU presented the first draft of the proposal for a regulation of the European Parliament and of the Council laying down rules to prevent and combat child sexual abuse, dubbed the chat control legislation. So, ultimately, he wants control, the chat control legislation. All right, Esau Edom just wants to monitor what you talk about, what's going on in these different chats. He wants to be all up in your business, man. All right. So I want to get this scripture right here, Daniel 8 and verse 25. Now, a quick backdrop on this scripture is this is talking about Antiochus Epiphanes, of the Greek Empire. But we can also apply that to today's time because these are the same devils in rulership, are the Edomites. Antiochus was an Edomite. The Romans were Edomites, and these same people are in power today doing the same thing that they've always done, But it's Daniel 8 and verse 25. It says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his head, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. And pause right there. Through his policy, he's causing his craft to prosper. All right, because, what does it say about the serpent in the book of Genesis? That the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field. Now, if you understand who the serpent was, you know that it was actually a man. All right, it wasn't really a literal serpent, but it was a man. He was crafty. He was cunning. He was slick in his ways. And same thing with the so-called white man. He's slick. All right. He wants to bring a stop to, freedom of speech. So what is he doing? He's coming through the guise of, child sexual abuse, which he knows, is going to pretty much, pull the heartstrings of the people. And Esau Edom does things like this. He'll bring about certain events, and make it horrible. So he can come on the other side and say, man, you know what? That was horrible. Look, we got a solution for it. All right. But once again, this is his cunningness, his craftiness. Okay. It says, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Now, once again, this is talking about Antiochus. All right. It says, he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Now, I am going to apply it to this time once again, because this, is a way of his, this is his solution, to bring about peace of, the child sexual abuse thing going on. All right. But a lot of people will, fall for it. They're going to give their rights up. This is initially, it's like I already read that. It says the proposal would allow service providers to indiscriminately scan all private chats, messages, and emails for suspicious content to combat child sexual exploitation material. And knowing this man's the devil, he could plant something in somebody's email and say, "Look, we found this here." This monitoring also includes ineffective network blocking, scrutiny of personal cloud storage containing private photos, compulsory age verification leading to the demise of anonymous communication, censorship of app stores, and the exclusion of minors from the digital realm. However, the proposal faced strong criticism due to infringements on privacy rights through mass surveillance of private messages and chats. So this is ultimately Esau Edom, coming down with that great wrath. I might as well get that, man. All right. Because first when they brought it out, people wasn't going for it, but now they're just going to bring it up again. And this time we're going to do it. We don't care what people got to say. Revelation 12:12, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. The devil is the so-called white man, Esau. All right, he's going to come down with that great wrath because he knows his time is short. We just the other day, the eclipse just happened. That was a sign in the heavens showing you that we're in the end. All right. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to visit this man, and he's about to come down that wrath to pretty much establish his enterprise. It says, I only want to get to like the parts that I need. I hate when they show the person's name, like the person don't really matter. In all honesty, it says millions of private chats and private photos of law-abiding citizens are to be searched and leaked using flawed technology, without them being even remotely connected to child abuse. You see, so you don't even have to be connected to child sexual abuse, like the article says. But they're going to still search your thing. Why? Because he wants total control. All right, he wants to be God over you. This is bigger than child sexual abuse. It's bigger than all that. It's to really surveil you. Watch over what you're doing. What's that saying? Big Brother is watching. All right. It says this destroys our digital privacy of correspondence, said Breyer. Despite lip service being paid to encryption, client-side scanning is to be used to undermine previously secure end-to-end encryption in order to turn our smartphones into spies. This destroys secure encryption. Okay? So, and if you didn't know already, your smartphone has already been spied on you. This is how Esau Edom, keep tabs on you. Everywhere your phone goes, he knows where you at. Your phone is like a tracker, if you will. It's all connected to this system, man. All right. Let's go get another quick scripture. In the book of Ezekiel. Ezekiel 28 and verse 28. Slack verse 1. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, which is talking about Esau, thus saith the Lord power, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a power. I sit in the seat of the Most High in the midst of the seas, and it's talking about Esau and his God complex, Yeah, you were given power to rule over the earth, right? Job 9:24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, yeah, you were given power to rule over the earth, but now, he thinks that he himself, is in the seat of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. A man that's subject to death, thinks he's at the same level with the Most High, So that's why there's a great humbling coming to, the so-called white people, or the elites. Yet thou art a man and not the Most High, though thou set thine heart as the heart of the Most High. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches. All right, so for the very same reason Esau, Edom got rich, which, the human trafficking, child trafficking, and all that, all that other stuff that they're into, that same reason, that he got rich is what he's using to pretty much bring about more surveillance on you. All right, this man's the devil. All right. It was somewhere else in this article I want to get. No, I think that was it in the article, man. Yeah, it's pretty much, the point is the beast want total control, Wiles of the devil. 6:11, Ephesians 6:10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. All right. The devil, once again, is Esau, Edom. And Satan works through, the nation of Edom, to have them do these things, man. So when the times that come, it's going to be, it's going to get harder. It's going to get rougher. Why? Because Esau, Edom is going to be passing more legislation to pretty much, bring about his NWO. You know what I'm saying? So, me speaking as a man, I'd expect more legislation to be passed, more laws, more false flags, to happen in order for this man to move forward with his laws, man. All right, but Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai Ba'ashem, Baruch HaKodash, and double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, and shalom to the elect.